everyone, welcome or welcome back. My name is Star and I'm a Light Renegade, part of a collective of Pleiadian beings bringing you information from the Veil. Hello everyone, I hope that you've all had a gorgeous weekend. I most certainly did. I spent some time with lots of amazing souls. I worked an event reading some tarot and some oracle and met some really bright souls, some souls on the path, and a lot of people that were delving into a reading for the first time. So, you know, truly dipping into those spiritual essences and being able to hold new souls in that space and perhaps give them some insight on their path. Just felt really nourishing to me. And I met some really expansive souls, as always, starseeds that didn't know they are starseeds yet, and you know, sent them some information to perhaps get them on their path. So I was feeling in such gratitude this weekend. I spent some time with friends and just feeling the love of the universe and being in divine synchronicity. I very much feel like I'm in a video game at the moment, and this is a conversation that Anna Marie and myself had last night, that the synchronicities and the interweavings that are being brought to the forefront are just phenomenal. And I'm really quite blown away, and at the same time I'm in utter chaos in some spaces, and I'm also coming down to a space of being completely broken down to be rebuilt again, everyone. So if you're feeling those energies, if you're feeling conflict, if you're feeling in chaos, we have all the planets in retrograde, and we also have the super full moon in Pisces coming up in a couple of days. So energies are super strong. And I channeled this message really late last night from MINTAKA, and I knew that this was coming. I knew a message like this was coming, and you know, I hold a lot of apprehension bringing this forward. I trust my teams, I trust everyone of light, but it's difficult for me to bring this information forward. I think one, being a woman, and two, sort of the state that the world is in right now. I think it's already in such conflict, and you know, I don't want to bring any more conflict to that table, but I think something is happening to bring us all back into balance. And the message that I share, that is not going out to, you know, all the divine masculines everywhere. You know, there are souls that are completely aligned, there are souls on this path, and you know, I've actually had great healing in these spaces, speaking to divine masculines that are in balance, that are doing the work, and it's given me hope. You know, I've been in spaces where it's been really challenging for me to be engaging with a masculine energy, and this has been something that has been replayed my whole entire life. I've really struggled to fit in with masculine energies. And you know, this could be a separate video in itself. Perhaps that's what I'm being guided to, but I won't go into it today. But today's message is very much putting this notion that I've had this feeling for a little while, that the divine feminine is leading at the moment, and there is something that is happening with the divine masculine somewhere in some spaces. They are being targeted by those darker forces, by those darker entities, because they don't want to bring us into balance. And the message that I've received from MINTAKA, I think, is very much connecting to divine unions. It's connecting to those twin flames, those soul contracts that we have with others. And you know, MINTAKA is a water energy, and the messages that I've been receiving from MINTAKA is just this cleansing of Mother Earth at this time, of Mother Gaia at this time, and also messages of, you know, brothers and sisters in arms coming together. The healing circle that Anna Maria and I held was very much connecting to MINTAKA energies as well, and this idea of the divine masculine coming in into balance and helping us, helping all of us to push forward, to move forward together. But I think we're kind of like this at the moment, everyone, and I think that there is a balance, a fine balance that needs to come into place, and MINTAKA speaks about this today. But I think I'm going to leave it there, because there is a lot of components to this message. I would say listen to it again, because the way that it came through, it's almost so conceptual that it, and like energetically speaking, that it doesn't make complete sense. I had to kind of reshuffle and kind of re-edit this, because the way that I channeled it, it just wasn't kind of it just didn't make sense at all. So I've had to go back and forth and kind of rework this message so that it can make sense to you, because it works on a frequency. And I'm going to speak some light language at the end of this video too. So I think if this message doesn't completely resonate, doesn't completely make sense, if it triggers you, please just listen to the light codes, and it will make sense the more that I go on, everyone. So I'm just going to read the message. But the message from MINTAKA was called "You Are the Way," and they started with, "Hello dear ones, we are here to say we are with you. We are holding your hands. We wish to make you aware of the energies of change, of transformation, of absolution, delight, of monstrosity and creation. There is a force so powerful that is guiding you so closely right now, which you cannot ignore. This force is you. It is your soul. It is your burning desire. We see you trying to resist. The divine feminine has been called. You were called many moons and light years ago, before the concept of time, before the creation of this world as you know it today. You all agreed the divine feminine would lead, before there was separation, before there was gender, before there was anything other than unity. Divines, we see you. Womb healers, we see you. Creators of life, we see you. We are holding you, and you are safe. So many of you have suffered, have been through such strife and grief, so that you can heal the world back into balance, back into infinite love and possibility. The words we speak today cannot complete or do justice to all that you have suffered. All that you have endured. We commend you. We salute you. You are everything. Allow this to be your truth. There is nothing you haven't faced. There is no pain imaginable that you haven't alchemized. Stop looking into the mirror and seeing only the wounds, the suffering, the dying vessel, the meat, the flesh. Look into your own eyes, your own soul, and see the light that burns deep within you. We are helping ignite this fire once again. This may cause even more pain, even more suffering, even more conflict and confusion. There will be a pushing back. The divine masculine will reject many of you. Those souls unable to be in balance, still finding their way, will reject you in vicious ways. Some of you have experienced this already. It is primal, it is primitive, and we are so sorry that this has to be and could be the only way. Please know that all suffering is never in vain. You will be brought back into balance. Karmic debt will be paid. You will be met with love and unity someday soon. If not this lifetime, then the next. We are sorry that this is the vulgar truth. We are sorry that this is vulgar. The truth, it hurts, we know. But we wish to spread only truth. Some of you came here to suffer until the end because you knew this, because you knew you could hold it, because you knew you could hold this weight and be the bearer of such grief for others. How divine is your light? Honor this within you. This is a message to remind you to hold yourself in your own arms and let us hold you. Those afraid, still suffering, still grieving, still feeling the loss of love and in lack. This is not for the bliss of others, but for the redeeming of the earth soul's light. Your light is our light, is Mother Gaia's light, Mother Earth's light. Remember this. You are healing her by licking and tending to your own personal wounds. Every divine feminine has suffered more than imaginable. This had to be the way. You are the strength of this world. You are divine creators, don't you see? Can't you see what all this means? The beauty, the power, the everything. You are everything, divine light, divine love, divine renaissance of the existence of timeless beginning with no end. The compass and path to dive into ways back to complexity of frequency, of vibration of love, hurts, and healing. Divine healing. We wish for each of you to know just how held you are and just how much you have done by healing your ancestral line, your life paths, and fulfilling your soul contracts, though devastatingly painful. You did it. You've done it. You opened the pathway for a better earth. You have seeded the new earth. Be grateful and give thanks, though we know this may offend. We are not discriminating against the divine masculine. However, there is much that needs to be nurtured, that needs to be healed. The divine feminine deserves to be loved and to be held in a space of healing, for she is you, your mother, your love, your friend. She is your soul, and her eyes are the gateways back to divine creation. Remember this before you throw shadow, cast hands upon flesh, or scowl at something which you yourself cannot even see within your own divinity. You are deflecting the divine feminine because her light shines so bright. Think long and hard over this. Who are you? Why are you here? What love are you rejecting without because you cannot see it within? Hard truths today, collective. We love you. Keep going. Keep searching, and divine feminines, you are thriving. Too much infinite love to be possibly perceived into this letter. a love letter to you. And I've just put a note to say enter light codes here. So I'm going to speak some light language, everyone. If you just want to close down your eyes, and I think this is to bring the divine masculine and divine feminine into unity. But I'll speak a little bit more after I've done this transmission. But just close down your eyes and, yeah, take a couple of deep breaths with me. And allow the energies just to reach wherever they're supposed to at this time. This might be to your heart, this might be to your third eye, and perhaps just see where these energies go. Nia sha oro ko kia na akere e shia to ono muia sana ale ke oto yitro sha muia na tela na ia la kautura to shia na okumu ia na ka oia te oro to dia na ka yete shona uno no ra ke totoro no kuia pata shia te oro no kiete nana ia na ole shakura takuni muia nea nana ia na kukuia she tara no okoloro nea takuma ia she ala ka ira te kiutia to unu Nia na ora re sha kukuia te ora na kakaya te uro no muia te shia tu kuma te ana ala ke ene she te ukuro tu umuko tara na aia ke shia te utunu tara na aia ke turuno shi tara ko umuia ke ataye. I was seeing Mother Earth in the infinity symbols, and this is something that we brought into the last healing cycle as Mother Gaia herself being wrapped in a gold infinity symbol. So the figure of 8, everyone, you know, the infinity symbol goes like this, and Mother Earth being in the center of that, and that being the life force that runs outside of all of us, in all of us, this infinity symbol, you know, our higher and lower chakras coming into balance, and also the divine masculine and feminine energies within. And I think, you know, this message is somewhere a concept of the divine feminine and masculine that is in conflict within ourselves, and in other spaces this is, you know, physically the divine masculine in terms of a divine masculine and divine feminine, you know, in conflict, you know, perhaps in those soul contracts, perhaps in spaces where, you know, these contracts within family, within friends, within unity with others, it is real pushback. And, you know, I've received a lot of conflict with divine masculines over the past, well, the whole time of my awakening. This has been in very personal spaces. This has been in spaces that I found such suffering and conflict. You know, some of you here will know my full story of what has been going on. And, you know, it's very, very difficult, I think, when I can see it happening, and so many things are brought to my forefront. You know, so many people were sharing messages and things that have happened to them this week where the divine feminine was completely shunned, completely, you know, left out in the cold. It felt like an attack. And yeah, there is something happening that is having to shift us into balance. But I think there's just going to be a lot of conflict for a little while longer before we move forward, everyone. And it's really interesting because I went to go and see the Barbie movie today, and I went dressed in all black, and I haven't gone to I haven't dressed in all black for a real long time. And it was just really interesting to me, the things that were being brought forward within the movie, within the iconography of the things that were being discussed in the divine feminine and masculine energies, and what that perhaps means moving forward. But I think I will do a separate message on that. And I apologize because I'm in a lot of conflict right now. I think that there is a massive destructuralization happening of my physical vessel, of my light body, and at the same time so much information is coming into me, and I think I've cracked the code on something, everyone, that I've been very confused about for a real long time. And this is connecting to darker energies, darker entities, and what that means for us going forward, and how we can align with that to be a safe space for us moving forward, and to be coming into divine union of light and dark aspects once and for all. And I think I've really understood what has happened, where things went wrong, where things went awry. Some of you know I've been working very closely with Lucifer and Archangel Metatron, rewriting contracts, and I've been very much plunged into this dark energy again over the past couple of weeks, everyone. So apologies. This is why also I haven't been bringing through a lot of messages. I've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, and a lot of things in my personal spaces have, you know, been made aware to me, and I've been put in situations for that healing. And, you know, this is something that is real difficult for me. You know, I've been quite upset lot in some spaces, because I know yet again I've been put on people's paths to help them align, help to change, and you know that gets tiresome. I've been on this path for a little while now within that, and it's been real intense, and I think I'm coming to my breaking point with it all, so I can, you know, put that space down once and for all. But it's had to be this way. I've had to come to this complete cracking of my everything so that I can bring in this information. So bear with me, everyone, but I think I'm going to bring something that will make a lot of sense to you and help you a lot moving forward, and help us come to an understanding. It's 20:02 on the clock where I am, just that seems significant. So the number 22 as well there, everyone. Which is a master builder number. This is how everything's happening. Everything is happening all at once. Synchronicities are happening left, right, and center, and I'm trying to pull everything together, as well as actually, you know, receiving external information, having to do a lot of reading, having to do a lot of internal decomposing of aspects of light and dark and death within me. I'm going through another layer of ascension. I'm going through another layer of death and rebirth, and yeah, whilst trying to figure out everything that is happening and receiving messages like this that are, you know, of a real high frequency. The Mintakan energy even still feels a little bit cold to me, so that's just showing to me just how high this frequency is that we're trying to receive, everyone. That's my acknowledgement that these frequencies and these light codes are of a real high frequency, because they feel so dense to us. So if this message comes through, it's come through harsh, it's come through you know, without a hug and without love, that isn't the case. Mintaka very much holds us in our arms, and you know, we are working through a lot right now, everyone, so please go easy on self. Please be super vigilant with what is happening around you, with the connections you are in at this moment, and be careful. I want to say, everyone, and I say this, you know, not to scare you, not to bring conflict, but just be wary right now where you are entering into spaces where you are sharing, you know, this divine information. And perhaps this is a time to turn within, everyone. You know, if you felt triggered by this message, I most certainly did. I was very anxious to bring this forward, I'll be honest with you, because, you know, I'm very much trying to hold everyone in balance. I'm very much holding the divine masculine in my heart, and that's been a journey for me to get to this space, you know, but I love every single one of you out there, and I'm really trying to pull back my own energy to be in such balance when I feel in utter chaos, when I feel like I'm absolutely at snapping point, at breaking point, at rebirth, and feeling such power again, everyone. I feel like I could erupt with energy. I feel like I'm not even here in my physical vessel anymore, everyone. I'm just this ball of immense energy, and yeah, it's taking a lot for me to try and ground this in so that I can, you know, take this energy with me moving forward. So to those that might be feeling in that conflict, please get out in nature, please get out in water. That seems to be my only saving grace right now. And there is a lot of frequencies coming in, you know, we are ascending, we are constantly ascending, and I don't know why it always takes me by such surprise, but I think it's because, you know, we are holding these spaces for you. I'm trying to keep everything in balance, but at the same time, everything is just coming in, everyone. So thank you again for your patience. And, you know, if you have questions about this, please do comment. If you have comments surrounding this, the divine masculine, the divine feminine, if there are things you want to share, comment those in, email those in, and we'll take a look at those as Light Renegades, as a team and as a collective. You know, perhaps it's a time where we start up this dialogue where we can start to be engaging with each other in our struggles and what's going on, and, you know, places of conflict, and where we can share in that, and where we can perhaps help each other. And divine masculines, like, please step forward, please let us know how we can help you, how you might feel at a loss right now, where you might feel like you are being targeted right now by divine feminines, or whatever aspects this might be, internally, externally, you know, figuratively speaking, frequency speaking. There is a lot going on, but please do share, everyone. I would love to hear your thoughts, because I think it's going to help me where I find myself in my research right now, and to be weaving a new fabric of existence. That's what we're creating, everyone. And I very much feel like there is something that is being woven behind the scenes for us to just step into. It's like the next bit of our creation is stepping into this new energy, but we're creating this energy where we are right now. And, you know, this message very much for those souls that have been on this path for a real long time, those souls that feel like, you know, their lives might be coming to an end, and knowing you did the work by working through your life and your pain and all your suffering. And I'm always drawn back to, you know, the fact that I am a divine feminine that has a platform, has a space to speak, has the right to vote. And some of you out there have lived through all of that change, have lived through all of that strife, have lived through all of that pain, you know, not being able to speak up, not being able to speak out, not having a voice. trying to be, you know, pushed in the corner, segregated for many different aspects, you know, ancestral lineage, ancestral karma, and just living in the lives and in the shadow of, you know, a lot of masculine energies. And we know why this is. We know this is connected to the Galactics. We know this is connected to the reptilians, but there has just been so much happening, everyone, and I couldn't be more grateful for this community. I couldn't be more grateful for the breakthroughs that I seem to be getting and the things that are clicking into place now. I'm really, really, really excited to bring it all forward to you, but I'm just going to need a little bit more time, everyone. But I promise you I'll be back with as much information as I can, when it feels like it's the right time to bring it forward. But I'm very much being held in all of my spaces by my galactic teams, you know, by my star family, by the other light renegades, and those expansive souls that are connecting with us, are having one-to-one sessions, are emailing and DMing us, and you know, those people that are sending us donations. It is very much appreciated. It all goes back, you know, into all of these creations that we are stepping forward and into, everyone. And yeah, so much gratitude from me to you. And yeah, apologies if this has been an onslaught, if this has been a lot of energy. Step back, come back to this message. I'm gonna have to come back to this message. I think that there is codes within this for me to be breaking down and for me to be understanding at a deeper level as well. So come back to things, everyone. Make sure that you are cleansing your vessel. Make sure that you are aligning your chakras and your divine masculine and feminine energies. And yeah, come back to unity and love always, everyone. Always bring it back to love. And that is definitely something that I find difficult when I'm hurting, you know, and I think we all struggle within that. So always divine love, everyone, to divine masculines, divine feminines, everything else, galactics, whatever you wish to call yourself at this time, and everything in between. You know, I have so much love and light for you. And yeah, I'll be back very, very soon, everyone. But please be careful, please be cautious, please take care, and just remember that there are always dark entities trying to pull you back, you know, into the darkness. That is just where we find ourselves right now. So make sure you're aligning everything that you're doing, all your spiritual practices, all your intention settings with the light, making sure you are grounding, making sure to take those salt baths and cleansing, and yeah, cleansing your space and the space of others, and sending out divine love and cleansing for those that you know are struggling at this time. And if you are struggling, please do reach out to us, Light Renegades, and yeah, we will help you, is what I want to share lastly, everyone. But do take care. So much love from me to you, and I'll be back very soon.